Welcome back to Binary Trekker. I'm in my buddy Jagger's garage today down in Oklahoma. Down here visiting some friends and family, but today we're helping him work on a car. What are we working on today, Jagger?
We're working on a 1990 Firebird. It's a Trans Am. It's got a 305 in it, 5 liter. We're going to be doing a alternator replacement to a higher amp alternator. And after the replacement, we'll do a timing adjustment.
Alrighty, well, sounds like a lot of fun. I've never worked on a car like this before. Well, I really worked on my own and a few other friends, so this will be a new experience, and you know I like new experiences, so let's get to it.
All right. This is the alternator we're going to install today. It's a Power Master Performance. It's just a generic alternator that I found online. The part number is 47861. It's 140 amps compared to the one that's on the car right now. It's 105 amp, I believe. So this alternator, we're installing it because one of my customers, he's running speakers. He's having a lot of issues with while the car's running. He's getting like flickering lights. Car doesn't really want to stay running with everything on, like the AC and the cooling fans. So with a higher amp alternator, it should output a little bit more power and just enough for him to run his speakers and everything that he wants to do.
Faded rose from days gone by, take you to his mansion in the sky. Now that we have the higher amp alternator installed, we've got to check out the timing. Alrighty, we just got it started again after adjusting the timing, so I think he's about to tighten everything up and hopefully we're good from there.
Seven 7.8 on number 7.
So we've got cylinder 1, 16.5, cylinder 2, 9, cylinder 3, 8, cylinder 4, 4, cylinder 5, 14.2, cylinder 6, 13, cylinder 7, 7.8, and cylinder 8, 14.
So whenever you start a car, there's fuel in the rail.
Yeah.
And when the injectors power on, they click one time. So it'll throw a little spray of fuel into the intake for your cold start.
Yeah.
So it like primes the engine. Well, if you looked whenever I was testing it while I was running, if you look at the test light, you can kind of see it flickering a little bit, and that's because the injector pulses.
Yeah.
It's like thousands of pulses a second. But so that tested that the ECU was sending a cold start, like it powered on the injectors to throw a little bit of fuel.
Okay, so wait, so then when you were just testing those, you were touching the injectors and not the wiring?
Yeah. I was taking
Okay.
the actual
Okay, that's where I was confused because I thought you were just touching the wiring and not the injectors. So I thought we were looking at rewiring shit and not just replacing shit.
In the Haynes manual, the specs for resistance are 11.0 ohms to 14 ohms of resistance. So anything that hits 11 to 14 ohms of resistance is in spec.
Okay.
So technically only one is hitting spec. And two actually, sorry. 11 to 14, so a 13 ohm, 14 ohm. That one's still a little bit high, but that one can still pass. So I did a resistance check on all the injectors. Injectors 5 for cylinder 5, cylinder 7, and cylinder 8 tested good. The rest of the injectors are out of spec, so I'm getting a call back from my customer right now and seeing if he's gonna give me the go ahead to buy all the injectors.
That would be cool. I've never taken injectors out. I've seen them like out on the table and whatnot, but I've never actually taken them out or fucked with them myself. So that'd be pretty cool to get into, and it'd be nice to see this thing running and starting reliably.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just waiting now, and guess we're gonna move on to the next project. He has plenty.